Hello students, welcome to mathematics class. Students, this is part 10 of the chapter integers. In this part 10, we will be learning multiplication and division of integers. Students, multiplication of integers on a number line. You have already learnt how to multiply any two whole numbers using the number line. The same concept of number line we will use while multiplying integers. Let us consider that we wanted to multiply minus 3 by 4. So, if I want to do minus 3 into 4 using number line, we will take number line and integers on it, where multiplication is done starting from the 0. One of the multiplicand tells us how many times to be jumped or to be another multiplicand tells how many units of jump that we have to do. So, here I have taken one negative integer, another positive integer. So, I will start from 0, move 3 units at a time. So, this 3 tells me how many units I have to move at a time. And what does this negative means? This negative means moving to the left. So, we are jumping from 0 to minus 3 as a first jump. Second jump will be from minus 3 to minus 6, and third jump would be from minus 6 to minus 9, and last, that is fourth jump would be from minus 9 to minus 12. So, we arrive at minus 12, that is the product of minus 3 and 4. So, I say therefore, minus 3 multiplied by 4 gives us 12, but in negative direction or towards left of the 0. Remember children, we have already learnt multiplying a negative number by a positive number gives negative integer. This we will sum it up anyway after seeing one more example. Now, here I am giving you another example of multiplying. Suppose if you want to find minus 4 into 3. See students, is there any difference compared to the other number, other multiplication that we have done? You will find it, you will check it. There, in the earlier one, here I did multiplying minus 3 by 4, whereas in this one I am doing multiplying minus 4 by 3. Let us see the product, how it will be. You have taken a number line, marked points on it, where you are moving now 4 units at a time towards left of 0. And how many such moves you will take, or how many such jumps you will take. This is another multiplicand is giving us. So as a first jump, I jumped from 0 to minus 4. As a second jump, minus 4 to minus 8. And at last, the third jump is from minus 8 to minus 12. Now, students, we arrived at again minus 12. That means here minus 4, when it is multiplied by 3, gives us 12, but in negative direction, that is minus 12. And students, earlier question was, we had earlier question we have taken minus 3 multiplied by 4, whereas now we have taken minus 4 multiplied by 3, and both of their products is giving us minus 12 only. We know multiplication of whole numbers follows commutative property. You know what is the commutativity? Or commutative property. It tells that product of any two whole numbers in any order gives the same result or same answer. So product of any two whole numbers, however they are done, is same. We have learnt for whole numbers as a into b is equals to b into a. Now the same thing is happening here even for integers. You could observe that whether I multiply 4 by 3 or 3 by 4, but provided here negative sign is not there for this 3 that I have taken. I just changed here. Students, we are going to learn the product of any two integers will also follow the same commutativity. These properties you will be learning in your class 7th anyway. I am going to give you the summary of this with the help of some more examples. Let us see, we will be solving the product of or finding the product of 4 and minus 8. Using number line we have done, and is there any that difference in doing just as a product of any two whole numbers? In earlier, when we will be multiplying 3 by 4 gives 12, whereas one of these multiplicants being negative is giving the negative product. Either this 3 is negative or 4 is negative. Among these two multiplicants, the result will be getting into the negative. So now in the next these examples, we will not use number line. Instead, we will multiply just considering those numbers without sign, that is considering them as whole numbers only. So 8 when it is multiplied by 4 gives you 32. Since 8 is negative, that is one of this multiplicand is negative, so I am placing negative sign. Similarly, when 8 is multiplied by minus 2, here 8 when it is multiplied by 2 gives you 16. Since one of this multiplicand is negative, I am placing this product as negative. Similarly, when 3 is multiplied by minus 7, results minus 21, and when 10 is multiplied by minus 1, results minus 10. So, taking further some more examples by doing on them, the product of 6 and minus 9. So, the product of 6 and minus 19. So, 19 6 What is 19 6 114, where the product is negative. Next, multiplying 12 by minus 32. Definitely one of this multiplicand is negative, so product is negative. And 32 12s are. 32 12s are, you know how to multiply. So 32 10s is 320 plus 32 2s is 64. So 384. So the negative 384 will be the answer. Next, in the third one, when I multiply 7 by minus 22, the product is negative, and 7 22s are 7 2s are 14, 7 2s are 14 plus 1, so 1 minus 154 will be the answer. Students, we will now sum it up here, and multiplication of integers. Multiplying a positive integer by a negative integer, the result, we multiply them as a whole numbers and put just a minus sign before the product. We thus get a negative integer as the product. So, in generalization, we say a into minus b or minus a into b is same as minus of a into b. So, that is what I said when I multiply 4 by minus 3 or minus 4 by 3 results same as minus of 3 into 4. Students, now we will learn multiplication of two negative integers. See, what is the product of two negative integers? Let us consider. Suppose if I have minus 10 multiplied by minus 12. 12 into 10 gives you 120. Now the product. What would be the product? Here I explained you, when two negative integers are multiplied, then the result would be positive. The product would be positive. So, here we will have product of two negative integers giving you positive integer. That is what we will be summing it up. And similarly, we can say minus 15 into minus 6 as plus 90. And as a generalization, minus a into minus b results as a into b. So, with this, multiplication of integers I have summarized. So let us go for students, now we will go for division. Division of integers. Students, I'll just give you a brief idea. I'll not discuss with you in depth, as you are going to learn addition, subtraction in class 6th, multiplication and division you will be learning in class 7th. Students, here I am taking you the multiplication fact first in this table. You know how to multiply 2 into minus 6, which results as minus 12, and from this multiplication fact we will get corresponding division facts. So what are the division facts? When this product is divided by one of the multiplicand, results the other multiplicand. When minus 12 is divided by minus 6, results 2, or minus 12 is divided by 2, results minus 6. So from each multiplication fact we will get 2 division facts. Like in the case of minus 4 into 5, whose product is minus 20, can be written as minus 20 upon 5 as minus 4, minus 20 upon minus 4 as 5. Now we shall fill for the rest of the things. Minus 8 into minus 9 gives you 72. When 72 is divided by minus 8, results as minus 9. When 72 is divided by minus 9, results as minus 8. Now students, here minus 3 into minus 7 results positive 21, and when 21 is divided by minus 3 gives you minus 7, whereas 21 is divided by minus 7 results as minus 3. So here we will be writing for each multiplication fact 2 division facts. So rest of the 3 also we shall do it faster. Minus 8 4 gives you minus 32. So minus 32 when it is divided by 4 results minus 8, and similarly another minus 32 when it is divided by minus 8 results 4, and 5 multiplied by minus 9 gives you minus 45, and from this multiplication fact we will have 2 division facts. In that first one, when minus 45 is divided by 5 gives you minus 9, and similarly second division fact is minus 45 when it is divided by minus 9 results 5. At last this minus 10 when it is multiplied by minus 5 results positive 50, when 50 divided by minus 10 gives you minus 5, and when 50 is divided by minus 10, sorry here minus 5 gives you minus 10. So we have totally 2 facts for each multiplication fact. Now I will sum it up. Students, here with this, try this, we shall sum it up. You know, when minus 100 is divided by 5, we will do it as 100 is divided by 5 gives 20, and we need to put just a minus sign. Why? Because when positive integer is divided by negative integer gives you negative quotient. When negative integer is divided by positive divisor gives you negative quotient, and when negative integer is divided by negative integer gives you positive quotient. And already we know a positive integer divided by positive integer, it is just like a whole number divided by whole number, gives you non-whole number but a positive answer. Okay, we have learnt. With that, we will summarize this very important. So, when minus 81 is divided by 9, 81 divided by 9 gives you 9. Since it is negative by positive, gives you negative quotient. Here, when minus 75 is divided by 5, when 75 divided by 5 gives you 15, and obviously negative by positive gives you negative. And when minus 32 is divided by 2, since 32 by 2 gives you 16, and negative by positive number gives you negative. So, in all these cases, since the dividends are negative and divisors are positive, you are getting negative quotients. And next, I am giving you 3 more examples. Here, when 125 is divided by negative integer 25 results, since 125 by 25 gives you 5, whereas divisor being negative gives you negative quotient. And here similarly, when 80 is divided by minus 5, you know 80 by 5 gives you 16. Since the divisor being negative, the quotient is negative. And in the C, we have similarly when 64 is divided by minus 16 gives negative quotient as divisor is negative, and 64 by 16 is as just as 4. And students, here we will sum it up the division of integers. Let us see, when we divide a negative integer by a positive integer, we divide them as whole numbers and put a minus sign before the quotient. That is what I mentioned. When a positive integer divided by negative integer, or a negative integer divided by positive integer, provided this divisor is non-zero integer, results negative integer as a quotient. Next, we have another simple important thing to be learned. When we divide positive integer by negative integer, we have already learnt this, okay, and I need to sum it up here. And here when we divide a negative integer by a negative integer, we first divide them as whole numbers and then put the positive sign before the quotient, or do not place any of the sign at all. Thus, we get a positive integer as the quotient. In generalization, we can say when minus a is divided by minus b is just as a divided by b, provided this divisor is non-zero quotient, non-zero integer. Students, with this I have given you brief about division of integers. In fact, as I mentioned earlier only, we will be learning multiplication and division of integers in your class 7th in detail. So with this I will submit up this session. From next session onwards we will solve the exercise questions of this chapter, integers. Till then, take care of you, be safe, stay healthy. Jai Hind. Thank you.